Greetings and gratitude to all life forms and life workers who have found this 31 days of card magic day number 2. Today we will be discussing 5 different types of decks to be used for magic. The magic is a lot of different things. This could be spell crafting, this could be meditation, this could be story crafting, this could be goal setting, this could be visualization techniques, many different forms of magic. But I would like to discuss the tarot today, so we will discuss 5 different types of tarot. First, we have the Visconti. The Visconti deck was made in the 14th century by the Royal Visconti family. The cards remain now as recreations. They're in museums around the world. They were originally made of gold flake. These were meant for playing, were not originally meant for divination. Know that you can find the meaning in them even though. So this is the strength card. Find the strength to make your life happen and be deliberate in your action and fierce in your reaction. This is just one of many interpretations. No, this is not an absolute system. This is basically the grandfather or mother of the tarot. It doesn't have the major arcana the way normally do, but readings can still be done with them. No, the gold flake is still there. Using your own intuition, using what the guidebook says, and finding your own balance for the Visconti. But I recommend you find a vintage type of deck that is at least 100 years old. Tarot is very old, and if you work with a deck that is over 100 years old, it really amplifies your readings. The next is the Hui Poloi Tarot, which is based off of the Rider-Waite Tarot, published in 1910. Sorry, 1912. And this is the Hui Poloi in the 70s. These were gifted to me by my grandmother, great-grandmother. So, know that whatever type of images you use as a Rider-Waite deck, it really helps. Find the meaning, the spiritual symbolism of each of these codexes, each of these divine informations, and bringing them into your spells. Know that if you want to call forth the angels, then there is a card to call forth the angels. If you wish to stand in your thoughts and think that you are powerful, there's a card to summon that force. If you wish to gather all of your passions into one project, there is a card to summon that force. If you wish to spend time working, monetizing, and crafting something that can be monetized later on, there's a card for that. So find that in this Rider-Waite deck. There's a lot of information there for you. The next will be the Book of the Dead Tarot. Each of the figures are skeletal. This is done by an artist named Fabio Listani. And there's a lot of symbolism, a lot of meaning in these cards. Really trust your intuition, as I say. Understand that the tarot is not one thing. Everybody sees it differently. And when you are trying to use it, take the negative cards as well as the positive. He has a musical instrument he's not using. Don't neglect what you have, and you will be sad if you do. Cut the ties of what no longer serves you. Find financial balance and know that you will be wealthy. This is an abacus. So, being able to memorize what a symbol means is a lot better than being able to memorize what a card means. And then you can use that one symbol as the basis of the reading and build everything else around that. If you really want to start using the magic for readings. But if you want to use it for spellcraft, just boil it down to what the card means to you. What do you see? What do you feel? Emotions are really powerful when you are setting intention into the universe. I recommend you be aware of that. Next we have the Shadow of Oz Tarot, based on the L. Frank Baum books, published in 1900. Know that these are based off of these books. but the cards are still their own symbols. They're done by different artists, so there's not a unified art style. I recommend you might find a deck similar that has different art styles. But know that death isn't terrifying. Death is here in October and will support you. Understand when you choose a deck, find one that has a symbolism you already know, and being able to incorporate the power of this pre-existing knowledge base and the knowledge base of the tarot is very useful. And be open to experimenting, be open to finding new ways to read the cards and seeing new messages in them. They're not always going to be the same thing for each person. Just let them be different and allow that difference. So next and final, we have the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. So this is less than a normal tarot deck, but the cards are converted into oracle cards. They mean the same, but they are different. And the guidebook helps, but doesn't. There's a lot of information hidden in these cards that is hard to really receive. But keep looking at it and trust your intuition. They're very intuitive. Just love yourself and know that tarot is meant to communicate with you and your heart. Most people have a hard time knowing what they want, knowing what they want to feel, knowing what they're missing, knowing anything about themselves. Use the tarot for yourself and to heal. Know that the healing begins when you allow it to. Heal yourself in this month of October. Use your magic to make your reality happen. And know that the more you can observe your reality, the more that reality will be created for you. Keep making and keep creating with these cards. There's many different things you can do, many different ways to experience them. These are just 5. I hope this answers a little bit for you to know about these 5 different decks. If you have any suggestions for other videos of this month, please let me know. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.